Welcome to the Meatball Pod, Meatballs.
Welcome back. So excited to be back and getting things together after the holidays. Wait, did we do we already did Thanksgiving. I'm like confused. Honestly, I'm so confused with the dates at this point.
No, yeah, Thanksgiving happens.
I'm like, wait, where are we in December?
I feel like we're in the stressful weeks. Like, I can't believe Christmas is like 20 days away, not even. And I just feel like everything is going so fast that I feel like I haven't like fully decorated my house yet, even though like it is fully decorated. But
Yeah,
I just got my
feel like
tree
the house is pretty-
yesterday. I just feel like everything is happening so quick and I'm not ready.
Oh, same. I feel like it's happening so quick and I'm like slow down because I got all the shopping done I needed to get done, but like I'm trying to go through my playroom because it's a freaking disaster right now. Honestly, right now I'm just letting it look like a bomb goes off. And then eventually I'm going to just like when CJ's at school, I'm going to drop Cameron off at my mom's and I'm going to just get all of the toys that are in good condition and donate them. And then everything else is just like, that's broken. It's just going in the trash. So, yeah, they're probably going to lose their freaking minds, but I have no more room. I'm like, I have no more room for anything. So that's like my next move during this holiday fun is trying to get rid of toys in their playroom.
No, yeah, so we ended up doing that last week because I was like, if you guys want more toys from Santa, like you have to make room and we have to donate because I make sure to tell them like every year, you know, like a lot of kids are not like you and they can't get these toys and we need to help and all of this stuff. So I got rid of 3 big, you know, like the big black bags, like the, what are they called? Yeah, the big bags. I got rid of 3 bags of those, of like used toys that I think, you know, kids can use.
Yeah.
And then I threw away like 2 bags of just like stupid like knickknacks that like, you know,
like
missing parts of a toy, like shit that's like useless.
Exactly. So that's exactly what my plan is to do next week. But as of now, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just letting that play. Usually I'm an OCD mess, but I just keep shutting the door. So I'm like, I am going to be getting rid of half these things. I'm not putting them away. I'm just letting them go free for all in there.
Yeah.
And then I will eventually clean up. But my OCD is screaming. So I just
Take
keep
you,
like
Zanny.
shutting the door and like I'm usually like always playing in the playroom with them, but I can't because it's such a mess. So I'm like, just go in the playroom, grab whatever toy you want to play with and bring it out and we'll play it out here.
Oh, I know, it's the worst.
I'm just gonna be like, oh my God, I need to freaking clean this place up.
I know. And even if you guys like don't have kids, I just feel like purging, and you don't have to do it before the holidays, but like after the holidays, you see what you get, you know, you see what everyone gave you, and then you can like go through your closet, donate, you know, shit that you don't need anymore, that you don't wear, and don't be a hoarder. I used to be a hoarder so bad that I was like, oh, I'm not going to get rid of this because it's so sentimental to me. It was like a sweater that, you know, I wore in high school or something. And now I'm just like, no, like you're not an actual person. You don't have feelings. You're just a shirt. I need to get rid of you. So I definitely encourage purging your entire house whenever you can because you just feel so much better. And then you can get new things that are like actually new and not 25 years old.
Yeah. I mean, that actually, do you know how long I kept that denim outfit? Because that
Oh
was
my God,
my
stop
favorite
it.
denim outfits. I probably recently got rid of it. And I'm like, oh, why am I keeping this thing? Like, I'm not wearing it anymore.
Yeah, but also that's kind of iconic. Like you could put that in your office or something.
No, I got rid of it. And now I'm like regretting getting rid of it. I'm like, cool.
Oh,
Like,
I know, like all the stuff we used to wear during like our meatball days and stuff.
Yeah.
Like our iconic outfits that, you know, when people dress up like us for Halloween, they wear. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I kept all that shit. But when I moved into my house, I wanted nothing to do with like old school Jersey Shore. I literally just put it all away and donated it. And now I'm just like, shit, I should have saved some of those shirts.
I know. Same here. And then like, I feel like with the playroom, I'm a hoarder even with like the toys because I'm like, oh, but they got this when they were 1. It doesn't work. It's broken. But I'm like, but they had it when they were 1. It was
no,
like
literally just toss it.
So I have a full closet of like just old stuff, like old stuffed animals, which I might keep a couple and put them in their room.
Well, like in your spare room?
Like in their room because they don't really have toys in their room. I mean, they don't sleep in their room, so why am I putting?
Yeah, literally same. Like, why do you have a room?
So their room is just like a nice clean room right now. I don't need to put more toys somewhere else that they don't need to be in if they're not going to be in there. But I figure like some of like the stuffed animals they had when they were little, I could put in like their closets just so I could have them, or like, you know, they could, when they have kids, they can pass them down to their kids. But everything else, I might have to just, I tend to, when I'm like a little bit buzzed and off of wine, I tend to give a little less shit. So I might just like have a little glass of wine and just go through and just freaking get rid of everything.
Oh, I can't. Okay, Mama, so if you haven't finished your holiday shopping yet, do not panic. There's still time to find incredible original gifts with the help of Uncommon Goods. So uncommongoods.com has the absolute best gifts for everybody in your life. We're talking moms, dads, teens, in-laws, besties, your one and only, literally everybody. And it's not stuff that you can find just anywhere. Uncommon Goods has unique and creative gifts, often handmade by independent artists and makers, small businesses, which we love to support. So skip the gifts that scream last minute and find something truly original at uncommongoods.com.
So I actually really love Uncommon Goods. When I found this website, you literally could just put anything in and so many handmade things come up. So I got my sister a whole bunch of stuff. I got Chris and his brothers a couple things. And it's stuff that I think that they will never think of getting themselves. I'm not going to say exactly what I got in case they're listening, but they have like a lot of like cool ornaments, things to make alcohol yourself. You have like different types of plants and stuff like that. There was just so much stuff to look at. I really, really liked it.
So Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or in the U.S. And they have the most meaningful, out of the ordinary gifts anywhere that you can't find anywhere else. So from art and jewelry to kitchen, home, and bar, Uncommon Goods has something for everybody. Not the same lackluster gifts you could just find anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $2.5 million to date. And literally, this is why we love Uncommon Goods.
To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/meatball. That's uncommongoods.com/meatball for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary.
And speaking of our kids sleeping with us, Giovanna officially sleeps in her room now.
Does she?
So Lorenzo, he's been since like 9. You know, he's like a boy. He's always playing his Fortnite, and then he goes to bed, and he's on his phone. So Lorenzo's 11. He's a lost cause now. He'll only sleep with me like if he doesn't feel good, or like if he really missed me if I was away, which is like amazing. But it's not every night. So I still have Angelo to like, you know, sleep on me and like take up the whole bed and kick me at night, which I love. But Giovanna, it used to be Angelo and Gigi sleeping with me, but now Giovanna, she's 9 and she's like a tween. Now she's sleeping in her room now.
Yeah, she's like, now this is embarrassing, Mom. I have to go into the other room.
She like likes her privacy now, and she closes her door. And like I walk in, she's just like on her bed, on her bed, brushing her hair, and I'm just like, no, like I lost her. She's not a baby anymore.
Oh, yeah, I have both of them, Callie and Chris, we're all in the bed.
And we'll be right back.
Yeah, enjoy it. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I mean, I think my back is like,
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna have issues.
but like me and Chris are literally hanging off the bed and they're sleeping diagonal. But I don't even care. When they're ready to go in their room, they will. I'm
Oh,
just
you're gonna
not gonna
die.
be a stickler. And like I know some people judge, but I'm judge away, judge
So
away.
I
When
don't give a
they
shit.
judge away, they're not gonna want to hug. They're not gonna want to cuddle with me later on. Like I'm already getting like eyes from CJ, like don't touch me, mom. I'm like, oh, you're 4.
Oh no, that's too
No.
early.
I'm like, you're gonna be 5. I get it, but no, you're gonna still cuddle mommy.
I'm gonna say cut it out.
Yeah, I'm like, you're too. No, mommy's still cuddling you. Get out of here.
Yeah, so it's sad, but
But Cam, on the other hand, he's a big cuddle bug. He's a little bit of a maniac, but he's a cuddle bug.
oh, he's such a munchkin. And by the way, I texted you something really cute, like a video that reminded me of something Chris would do for the kids, and you never wrote back.
Wait, really?
Yes, can you watch it? So I sent Deena this video. First of all, the 2 boys look just like Cameron and CJ.
Oh my
And I'm
God!
like,
Wait a second.
you idiot.
I did.
You
get
ignored
that.
me.
But you know what's so weird? I think I thought I responded to you because my mother-in-law sent me the same video.
Because it looks like the boys.
It does look like them, right?
Weird.
Chris,
So,
CJ was like,
and I feel like
"That's
Chris would
me."
do it.
Yeah, so we were actually thinking of having James do it because Chris will have to be there. So
Oh, yeah.
not daddy.
All right, so just so you guys know what we're talking about, I saw a video of these 2 kids who look just like Deena's sons.
It was so
and so they started this family tradition, which I love because I feel like, we have to make up these family traditions. Even though we had some as kids, like I feel like you need to do something new. So during Christmas Eve, the dad dresses up as Santa. Why am I whispering? The kids aren't
I think
here.
the grandfather.
Oh yeah, whoever.
You're
Dressed up as
whispering?
Santa. And they're putting, putting the presents, and he's like leaning over, putting the presents down. And the mom's like, "Come on, he's here, but you have to take a quick peek, and then you have to go back to bed, or he's not going to leave the presents." And they just look out and they see Santa, and they're like freaking out, and it's just like such a magical moment. And then they run back to their beds, and I'm just like, oh my God, this would be so cute for the boys because I feel like they're still young, and it's still like the magical experience. I was like, oh my God, you have to do this.
They get pumped over the elves.
They're so cute.
Yeah, it is. So 2 nights I did great. Like they went to sleep. Like I was able to sometimes lately they've been they've been going to sleep before me, outlasting me. And I'm like, usually when they go to sleep before me, I'm like, great. But they've been staying up. I'm like, what's going on? Like, you need to go to bed. And then I wind up falling asleep with them. And then I'm like,
yeah, and then you got to run and toss the elf somewhere.
And then I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and I'm like, oh my God, the elves are still freaking there. So last night I ran down. I'm like, okay, what am I doing? I'm like, oh, I didn't have anything planned because all this stuff for the elves is in the basement and I didn't want them to wake up, hear the basement door open. So I just did cookies. I'm like, oh, it's chocolate chip cookies for breakfast. Whatever.
No, it's so easy. The other day I forgot. And I heard Giovanna start waking up, and I'm like, shit, because Giovanna is still super obsessed. And she wakes up and she's like, where's the elf? What's happening? So I totally forgot. And I ended up just grabbing them and I threw them on the bed with the other stuffed animals. And I was like, where are they? But it's just, I always forget. And yeah, especially if they go to sleep before you, it's just shit. Because you're sleeping, and then you wake up, and then everyone's up, and they're like, "Why didn't they move?" I'm like, "Oh, maybe they need some magical dust."
Then they're like, was I bad? I'm like, no. Honestly, I haven't ever not moved them so far. So,
oh, I definitely forgot a lot of times.
But so do your kids still believe in Santa and everything? I know Lorenzo's 11 and Sissy's not 9 or 10?
9.
9, yeah.
No, yeah. So Lorenzo, I feel like he still believes. He still believes in the elf and stuff like that. Still believes in Santa.
I love that. Good.
Yeah, so he's in 5th grade, but he has some of his friends saying Santa's not real, the elf's not real. And I'm just like, listen, if that's what you think, then keep it to yourself, but don't ruin it for everybody else. I freaking hate that.
Me too.
So I tell Lorenzo, I'm like, listen, if they don't believe, they don't receive. They're not getting, presents because they don't have the holiday spirit. And I feel like I I don't remember when I stopped believing. I always believed until I found the presents in my mom's closet. And I'm like, fuck. Like, I literally was hysterically crying.
Yeah, I feel like I believed until I was like, I want to say I didn't. At one point, I knew it wasn't real, but I still loved the magic of Christmas. So I just
Really? I always believed.
Well, I think I was like 13, 14. Like I was older.
Oh, that's when you found out?
No, I didn't. I think I never like told my parents I didn't find out because I still
Oh.
magic of Christmas. So I like kept going. I'm like, oh Santa, look, like like just like for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually they knew I didn't believe. But I'm just hoping that's what my kids. I hope that like I give them such magical memories, like my parents did, that they want to continue doing it for as long as they can.
Yeah. I mean, even when I found out that, it was my parents, I still was like super excited, just as always, for Christmas and like, getting gifts and just like the festivities and being with family. So like didn't actually ruin, Christmas and everything. It just like made me feel like an adult. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what else isn't real?
Cool.
God. My whole life is a lie.
Yeah, I hate when I hear kids like are in school trying to ruin other kids' imagination.
Oh, pisses me off, man.
Enough. Let them be kids.
Literally. Let them believe if they want to believe. Eating clean should never be boring, meatballs, especially during the holiday season, which is so hard. So feel your best and satisfy your cravings with adventurous eats made nutritious. Discover exciting new flavors with recipes that feature certified organic fruits and vegetables, sustainably sourced seafood, and unique farm-fresh ingredients like tart cherries, truffle zest, and rainbow carrots.
And Nicole, I know if you're like me, it is so hard to keep track around the holidays. But with Green Chef, you don't have to lose track of healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with our registered dietitians who could walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. Sign up and start your journey towards better health today.
So Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating clean with dinners that work for you, not the other way around, guys. So you can eat clean the easy way with recipes that help manage your weight and support your wellness goals without skimping on flavor.
And December is always difficult with the holidays, so feel your best this December with fresh seasonal recipes featuring certified organic fruits and vegetables, organic cage-free eggs, and sustainably sourced seafood. Go to greenchef.com/60meatball and use code 60meatball to get 60% off, plus 20% off your next 2 months.
That's greenchef.com/60meatball and use code 60meatball to get 60% off, plus 20% off your next 2 months, meatballs. So I had Giovanna's cheer competition this weekend in Kentucky, and she really wanted her.
She did great.
No, yeah, she killed it, but she really wanted her elf to come. So I had to go and get the elf carrier. And then I had to put the elf in the carrier, and then, having to move it in the freaking hotel. So before we left, I was like I made signs. I got like a skewer stick, and I broke it in half, and then I made like signs saying CJA, let's go team, and like all this stuff. And then I brought like goodies and stuff like that. So I actually did like a really cute elf job in the hotel for her. But yeah, she did amazing, and she came in first place, national champ, and then she got a bid to Summit. So Summit is basically like the World Series of cheerleading at the end of the season, and it usually takes like a long time to actually get a bid. So you need a bid to actually attend it. So basically saying you guys are good enough, you can go. So it's like an invitation. And she got it the first competition, which is like unheard of. So I'm like, oh my God, we're going to kill it this season.
Cheerleading is crazy pants.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Because I know you were talking about how they can't dye their hair and everything. It's very strict.
Oh yeah, very strict. Like you have to have natural hair. You can't have like hot pink or hot blue. So, and your fingernails, they can't be painted. They have to be like a clear coat. And
when you're at cheerleading and you're taking care of Sissy's elf, is Gianni over there taking care of the boys' elves?
No, he forgot.
Oh,
So
man.
the elves literally stayed in the same spot for 3 days. So when I got
Come
back,
on,
like
Gianni.
Giovanna, the worst. So when I got back, Giovanna ran right to the boys' elves, and she goes, "They're in the same spot." And I'm like, "Oh my god, you know what? Maybe they were missing, Sissy Elf, and they were just waiting for her, or maybe the cleaning ladies touched them and they lost their magic." So I ended up getting this like tube of glitter. It's like white glitter, and I wrote on it elf magic. So she got that and she sprinkled it on the elf. So, of course they moved again. But yeah, he totally forgot.
Come on, Gianni.
Like, come on, bro.
I can't.
Yeah, so they
Typical.
were stuck in the spot the whole time. But no, yeah, she did a good job, and I just love like the whole vibe of cheerleading because cheer's my life. I've done it, and the fact that like Giovanna loves it and just has the same passion and love for it, and she's so freaking good. She's only 9 years old. I'm just so freaking proud of her. But I love the fact that all the moms are as crazy as me. Like they're all pumped. They got their whistles. They're screaming. We're all like freaking out. We're crying. And then we all have our tumblers. So in the tumblers at cheer competitions, when you see a mom holding a tumbler, even if it's at like 9 o'clock in the morning, there's a mimosa in there. There's a White Claw.
Oh,
There's everybody is drinking.
fun.
So much fun.
Good time.
No, yeah, so obviously we're not like going crazy and, blacking out because, we have our kids, but we are drinking the whole freaking day, mimosas, and then we have, our hard seltzers. So everybody that has a tumbler at a cheer comp, we're drinking.
Oh, I like it. I like it. It sounds like a good time.
And so it was fun. And now I'm back home and, trying to get ready for Christmas with presents. I want to make sure like I get the same amount for each kid. That's like my dilemma all the time.
I know. I do that too with Cameron. But basically, Cameron basically wants exactly what CJ gets at this point. So kind of like getting kind of the same gifts, but a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't freaking fight over everything because they will. Cameron, they literally just want whatever the other one has at this because they're 2 and 4, so whatevs. So it's kind of like they're getting the same thing, but they're pumped. They can't wait.
I feel like it's totally fine. And then everyone's like, "What do you want?"
I know.
It's just like, I don't know, maybe like a date night, like a nice date night.
Oh, that's so funny you said that because I actually said that to my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. I was like, just me and Chris haven't been on a date in a while, so they're going to get us like a gift certificate and they're going to babysit. That's part of it. That's part of the present. Mm-hmm. So they're going to babysit and get us a certificate to a nice restaurant. So I'm pretty pumped about that. And then I'm just like, I don't know, sentimental things from about my family. I like sentimental stuff. And as I was decorating my tree, I love ornaments and like being like, oh, like this person got us this, or this was your first. I love like sentimental things. Like, oh, this was your first ornament. This was your first Christmas. Like decorating the tree this year was fun because like CJ was like understanding it. Mm-hmm. So like then he would ask me like, ooh, what's this ornament? I'm like, oh, well, this is, this, your grandma got you this, and she's no longer here. Like grandpa got you this. Well, great grandma isn't here. But yeah, so I love Christmas. So sweet and sentimental. But, I don't know. I love it. Like we just did magical encounters in Freehold and the boys did such cute pictures with Santa and they eat Santa and they like play with him and they do a whole thing. So that was cute. Cool. And then we're going to do the New Hope train this Saturday. And then we're doing the Polar Express train up by you. I think like next week.
Oh, you're going to love it.
Yeah, so we have a lot coming up. Holiday in the Park at Six Flags we're going to do, and then Holiday in the Park at Storybook Land. So we have a lot coming up.
Unwrap the first of many gifts this season with holidays on the house from DraftKings Casino. With hundreds of games, prizes, and promos, DraftKings Casino has everything on your list, mamas. Right now, new players who play $5 get $100 instantly in casino credits. So what are you waiting for, meatballs?
Cozy up with all the classics like slots, blackjack, and roulette, or play exclusive games you'll only find at DraftKings Casino to feel the holiday cheer all season long.
Download the DraftKings Casino app now and sign up with promo code Meatball and play $5 to get $100 in casino credits. That's promo code Meatball only at DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours, Meatballs.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus, physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. One per opt-in new customer. $5 wager required. Max $100 in casino credit rewarded, which require one playthrough within 7 days. Terms at casino.draftkings.com/holidays on the house. Restrictions apply. But anyway, are you caught up on Squid Games?
Oh my God.
Right?
First of all, I finished the last, what they released, 3 more episodes?
Yeah.
I binged it last
messy.
night. Oh my God, I binged it last night, and when I went to sleep, I had nightmares. I had nightmares of throwing Gianni under the bus for the money. I left my kids. I was like, oh my God, because the way they got so dirty and
That's so messy. And
I was like, oh my God.
Especially I feel like we can't say names yet because I don't know if if people are even caught up or not.
Okay, well, spoiler alert, we're going to talk about it for a second.
Yeah. And
okay.
Tonight, or this week is I think the finale. I think the finale is
yeah, it's happening. And I heard it's a shit show.
Oh my God. Well, it got so messy. Oh my God.
Okay, so
she was
I'm not mad at Mai. Are you mad at Mai?
I didn't like what she did to Roland.
Oh, yeah. But that was after the fact that everyone thought she was dirty anyway.
I was not mad at Mai that she nominated Ashley because Ashley, yeah, she took her jump for the glass bridge. But in my opinion, it wasn't fair that she expected everybody else to take a jump after her jump when she didn't do that for Trey.
Exactly. And she said that she said, I'm not going to risk myself. I'm here for me. I'm not going to do this. And then she got mad at May for doing the same thing that she did. And everyone was on Ashley's side. I'm like, you realize that she didn't participate in that group thing.
This is what happened. So if you go on TikTok,
pisses me off.
You could find out. So Chad had put out something. Ashley put out something, and then Trey put out something. They were all kind of similar, but a little different. So Ashley basically said, Trey for himself kept jumping. Chad also said Trey kept jumping.
Because she wouldn't jump.
Right. So Trey said, yes, I did keep jumping, but nobody was stepping up for me to jump. So I had no other thing to do but jump.
Exactly.
And then he said, sure, could I have directly said to Ashley, will you take my jump? He's like, I probably should have, but I didn't. And I just kept saying, does everybody think I deserve to be number 3? And everybody said no, because he was waiting for Ashley to speak up and take the jump. So he basically said, Ashley's right. I did keep jumping. And she did take her jump. But
she wasn't jumping for anyone else. The team.
Right. And then when she jumped, she was like, okay, I did my jump. Who's stepping up? I'm thinking to myself, you little bitch. No.
Literally, thank you. Thank you. I thought it was just me because the whole cast was like, they were like on her side, like, May, why did you do that to her? Like, what? May actually stuck up for the group, and that's why she did what she did. She was sticking up for everyone.
And
Morons.
that didn't bother me with May. I was like, you know what?
No.
She was trying to stick up for Trey. But I didn't like, because I really liked Roland. I thought he was like a really stand-up guy. He seemed like a really like chill person. He was the only one that was still like being friendly to her. So I was so upset with May when she put the thing on the box on his desk. I was like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's when she was like dirty. That's when she was like, you know what? Everyone hates me anyway. Fuck this.
And I also didn't like with May how she was talking. She would be like best friends with TJ and like a couple of other
that shady bitch.
and then she was like talking bad. So I wasn't a big, So May, I wasn't a big fan of, but Ashley, I wasn't a big fan of either because I felt like they both are being messy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't like what she did to Roland. I felt really bad for Roland. And then I didn't like how, because I thought TJ was a really stand-up guy and he proved that he was like so nice. So like the fact.
Oh yeah, everybody was such a hater on TJ. I think they were jealous.
Oh, for sure. But then how she was talking so badly about TJ and then TJ picked her first for
and she was like, I love you, thank you.
I know. I was like, oh my God, you are one messy little thing.
Oh
like,
yeah, she looked really dumb there.
But Ashley, even though I didn't like what she did with the glass bridge, she does have, is it May or Mai? I think it's May, right?
Or maybe Mai.
I think it is Mai. We keep calling her May. Mai.
Mai.
She has Mai, like, she knows her deal. She's like, no, she's messy. I bet it was her that did it Roland. So.
Oh yeah, she knew right away.
Yeah. So, yeah. So not a big fan of Mai anymore. Did like her, and she really made me sad how she was acting. But I get it. For something $1 million, you're going to want to get the money. But the fact that there's so many in there was still so many in there that were being so, like, loyal to people, I thought was really nice. Like, I felt so bad for Roland. I was like, oh, my God, he has no idea. He's like he's like, I know you wouldn't do that. I'm thinking to myself, no, but she did. She did.
Oh my God. I would love to see his reaction when he like actually watched it. But you see how crazy like money turns people. It's like $4.4 million. Like I hardly know these people. I just met them. Like you want to still stay true to your character, but that's also like life-changing money. Like I feel like I would want to stay true to my character, but also like that's life-changing for your entire family.
No,
like who knows what you would do? Do you know what I mean? Like you could definitely be out of character just to win that freaking money.
I mean, even just look at, it was probably like the third episode when they were all starving, I guess. And the one guy wound up getting the hamburger and french fries and how they all ran there and took all of his food.
Literally just took his food without asking.
Like, oh my God. I was like,
freaking vultures.
Scavengers.
Scavengers.
I was like, this is crazy. And I bet they weren't even in there for that long at that point. You know, that they were like, they took his food like that. He literally sat there. He was like, that was supposed to be mine.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I would have fought for that. I'd been like, get the fuck off my cheese and fries.
That was the one time. What was his name? 432. Oh, the 432 guy, Brighton, I think his name is, where everybody hated him and everybody thought he was the villain. He was like, oh my God, they're all disgusting. I'm like, I actually agree with this guy. I hate him, but I agree
all
with
trash.
Him. That's so gross. But yeah, it's crazy what's happening. Yeah, and then TJ I really liked, and I felt like he was like, I felt bad, like she talked so, and he actually put out a thing.
Oh, you actually follow these people? What are they saying?
Yeah, so I like to follow, like, because now my algorithm, I told you, is all them. Like they come up on all the players are just coming up. So TJ put out like a statement about Mai, and he was like, yeah, like, you know, everyone's asking me how I feel about Mai talking so badly about me behind my back. And he was like, it definitely hurts, but you can't control what other people do. So he was still so stand up about it. Like,
See, I knew he was a good guy. Everyone thought he
yeah,
was like a snake.
no, he was still like, there's nothing I could do about it. Of course it hurts that she would say those things about me. So yeah. And
Poor
then I was like
thing.
I started looking for Roland because I'm like, I want to see what he has to say about my putting the box on it, on his desk.
Oh my God, yes.
But he hasn't put a statement out about it. I'm like, come on. I want to hear what he has to say about it. So
It's so cutthroat. I feel like this show is just like pure reality. Like you're getting people in like insane situations that would make them like come out of character.
yes.
It's like such a good reality show because like the drama and like I'm like holding my face. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? Throwing my hands in the air. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like I'm literally screaming at my TV, and that's when you know it's a good show. And then they just announced on Netflix that they're getting ready to shoot next season.
Ooh. But next season I feel like will be a little different now that everybody knows like what to do, like how it's going to be over there. I feel like
I think they're gonna definitely have surprises. Obviously, different challenges, and I think people are gonna come in like really nasty, like cutthroat.
yeah. Yeah.
Like I feel like it's gonna be insane.
Yeah. So the last episode, I wasn't sure about the Trey and his mom, but I like them. I wound up really liking them.
Oh, so when she was saying goodbye to him and crying, I started crying.
I know. And like, I thought it was when they had to sit down, they all found out they were going to be going against their best friends. I was like, no.
Oh, I knew something shady was happening.
I was like, no, not
that. Would be me and you, because me and you would pick each other.
I know.
Be like, come here, Meatball, and then it'd be like, oh my
down,
God,
bitch.
Like fuck.
Be like, you're going down, Meatball. One thing about the Meatballs is we would go head to head, and we will not feel bad about one of us losing.
Oh yeah, no. But that's why I always like to be on the same team because we're both like really nasty.
like go down, you bitch.
We do not like losing.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so loving Squid Games. I'm excited for the finale. And
so good.
3 left. I want to say I'm hoping that Phil wins.
Oh yeah.
I
don't know who I want to win. I kind of want Mai to win.
Really? Ugh, I'm annoyed with her.
I kind of want, I don't know.
I mean, she definitely deserves to win because she's just now being like a cutthroat bitch. But
I just think she's so smart.
She's very smart. Very.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for her.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked Phil.
I don't know why though.
I feel like Phil hasn't changed his character and he's still doing really well. And in that last competition where he had to guess who put the thing on his box, he had to guess who put the box on his desk, and then he got it right both times. I was like, oh my
God. I was like, is he a wizard? And then I'm like, do they see the people's feet? You know how you used to play 7-Up?
So I don't think so, because they're looking straight and they have the black blindfold on. And then I was thinking all the guards are walking around, and I guarantee you they cut it out, but I guarantee you they had music playing so that you couldn't hear the footsteps.
Oh yeah, because they had to get up like really quiet.
Yeah.
And
so
you could hear someone move, I feel.
That's what I think. So I have a feeling there was also music playing, but as an audience, you won't see that. I'll have to text.
Probably what happened.
I'm gonna have to text Chelsea and ask.
Like, can you spill the tea, please?
Seriously. Oh my God. But yeah, I started following a whole bunch of them. The mom is actually so funny on TikTok. She does funny stuff. They're a cute family.
Well, we'll see who wins.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. But before we have to go, let's answer some meatball questions. Last week's questions were great, guys. We really liked last week's questions.
Oh yeah, I like the random questions.
Yeah.
Like, would you be a rabbit or a turtle?
Wait, this one's like, what the hell? How many times in your life do you think you've had chili? 5 to 10 times, 10 to 15 times, 15 to 20, 25 plus.
Oh, like a bowl of chili?
Yeah, it's a really good question when you think about it.
Oh.
Jenna, certified meatball. So I make chili a lot. So I'm gonna probably go with 25 plus.
The only time I really have chili is like if my mother-in-law makes it, or I always get the chili at Chili's. I get my margarita and I get my chili soup before like I get my meal.
I love chili.
I don't know if I would say that much.
I do. It's like one of my meals. Like, you know how you like have like your certain meals you make like casually.
Yeah.
Like, so I'll do like a homemade chili.
Ooh, do you make it in the crock pot?
No, that I make on the stove.
Mmm.
And it's really good. And then we do it with like either chips or we do it with like flour tortillas. So good.
You gotta send me the recipe.
Yeah, it's super easy. So easy. It's just like chopped meat, sauce. And then I use taco seasoning or I use chili seasoning. And that's really it. It's so simple. And then sometimes I'll put like cheese on top and then throw it in.
I love the melted cheese. I can't have chili without cheese. I am a cheese connoisseur.
And then you put it in like, I don't know, like a container, and then you throw it in the oven and you let the cheese melt on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
My God, it's so good.
So good.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to say 25 plus times for me with chili.
I'll say 15. And I would like to have more.
Okay. If you can only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, damn.
I don't have who it's from. It doesn't say. Wait, there's another funny one after this. Okay. If you could eat one meal.
One meal?
I think I would probably pick, if I had to pick one meal, maybe chicken cutlets or baked ziti, like a really good baked ziti. I love baked ziti. Or my go-to is like grilled cheese. I love grilled cheese.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, I think I would do, can it be a meal on a side? Because I would probably do mac and cheese. I could eat mac and cheese all freaking day. It would be mac and cheese and a side of sauteed spinach. Like if I'm locked in a dungeon and you just feed me that every day, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to say for me, I'm going to say baked ziti because I love a nice, but it has to be a really good bit, like my own baked ziti that I make. It would have to be like that. So my baked ziti and Italian bread with butter.
Oh, yeah.
I could eat that every day.
You know what's so good? Like when you're ready to like you don't care what you're eating. You don't care if you're like gaining weight or whatever. When you go to a restaurant and they have yummy bread and oil.
Oof, yeah. And then you grate a cheese.
Come on down.
Oh, I don't always.
Delicious.
Okay, here's a funny one. This is okay. Bear with me with where she's from. Okay. This is from Glenda from Ronkonkoma. Oh, gosh. This is Glenda from Ronkonkoma. Sorry. Yeah. Would you let your dog do your taxes if he was qualified as an accountant? What?
Stop, that's so stupid.
I think it's so funny.
I'm just picturing Rocky. I'm picturing Rocky with glasses on the calculator.
Like at the desk.
Like woof, woof, woof. I think I would trust Rocky because he loves me so much that he doesn't want me to get in trouble. So Rocky would kill it with the taxes. Yeah,
Callie is like a little meatball. So I don't know if I trust Callie with my taxes.
Callie would be drunk.
Callie would be like flipping all over the place.
Literally, doing backflips.
Literally.
That's so stupid.
So right now, Cameron's crying upstairs because I'm doing potty training, like without the diaper. He's in underwears and he's...
Oh, no. Yeah, not great.
But it's just time. He's smart enough. Like, he knows when he has to go poop. He tells me, and then he just poops in his diaper. I'm like, no. Like, to go to the bathroom. So I just feel like it's time to, like... Because with CJ, he did it on his own. When he was ready, he was like, I tried a little bit with CJ, but he just wasn't ready, and he wasn't even like trying with me.
Mm.
So I was like, all right, when CJ's ready, he'll do it. And he did. When he was ready, he like cold turkey, no diaper. Great. Cameron, I'm like, okay, maybe I do that. But he's just too comfortable. So I'm like, all right, no, today we're doing just underwears. We're doing underwears. If you have an accident on the floor, it's fine. I didn't tell him that though. I said, you need to go pee-pee and cocky in the toilet. So he's not happy. He wants his diaper on, but I have to stand strong over here.
Oh yeah, it's a struggle. Not easy.
But he's 2.5. It's time. Like, it's time to try at least. And then if he's not ready, then, but I know he's ready. He knows when he has to go. Like, some days he goes on the toilet, and then some days he just decides he doesn't want to go on the toilet. So I have to just not give him an option, I think.
He's just giving you a hard time, and he loves it.
Yeah, so today he's in underwears.
Underwears.
Okay, if you could go back to any time in history, not the Titanic, it says.
Rude!
Where would it be, and what would you be doing? And that's Jenna Certified Meatball.
I would literally say the Titanic. She ruined my answer.
No, I think because she knows you would go to the Titanic.
I think I would go back to the Gatsby era because I just love the whole like Gatsby like look and how they dressed. And I just feel like the city was like starting to grow, and it was just like such a fun time. And, obviously my wedding was Gatsby. So I would go back to what? Like the 1920s?
Yeah.
I just feel like I love that look. Like the flapper look.
I don't know. A historical event. Yeah, I don't know.
Dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs? No, thank you. Be petrified. I would not leave my leaf. I feel like I would just be stuck in a bush.
God. You would
petrified. Die. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like the 70s was a good time.
Ooh, you want to be like a hippie?
Yeah, I feel like that could be fun.
Yeah.
Like going to like yeah, I feel like the 70s could be fun. Or I have to tell you, I mean, I'd go back to the 80s with the big hair.
Wait, was it supposed to be a historical event?
Oh, what are we doing? Are we wrong?
I was just like, Gatsby.
And I'm just going off you. Yeah.
It's supposed to be something different?
Yeah, I think it has to be an historical event.
Oh,
I'm like trying to think of a historical event.
Same. What's a historical event?
I always find like the movies with like Salem witch trials interesting.
Yeah, but then I would be a witch and I would get burned.
Yeah, I would definitely be somebody. They would definitely think I'm a witch because I'm weird.
Yeah, they would think we're 100% witches.
They'd be like,
especially when we're drinking like the alcohol. Like we're gonna act freaking weird. Yeah, when we're drinking the alcohol from the barrels in the Salem witch trials. They're gonna meet Dren and Mina and think we're the devil.
But I think I would be friends with the witches. I think witches are fun. Like I would
be a witch.
Like Practical Magic. Oh my god, they're awesome. I love Practical Magic. The movie.
Oh, I never watched it.
Oh,
would I like it?
Shut up. You've never
watched it?
What's
it about?
It's witches. It's about witches, and they're like they have a curse of like any time they get married or fall in love, the guy dies, and it's all about like breaking the curse, and so much stuff happens. It's one of my favorite Halloween movies. Favorite.
This sounds familiar. I wonder if I saw it.
They all they dance and they drink margaritas.
Ooh, that would be us.
Sandra Bullock's in it, and oh my god, why am I having a brain fart?
Oh, I have to watch this.
You have to watch. I cannot believe you haven't.
I feel like I might have. I don't know.
Kidman. So Nicole Kidman's in it and Sandra Bullock.
Okay. I have to watch it.
You have to watch it. Can you please watch it before our next podcast so we can talk about it? Because I love it.
Yeah, remind me.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Remind me, I'll watch it.
Okay. So yeah, I would probably, I guess, go back to Salem witch trials because I like witches.
And then we would get burned at the stake because we're weird.
Yeah, they would definitely think there's something off about us.
And that's that.
Okay, here's a good one for you. Snooki, can you give us the inside scoop from your one and only time in jail? Allison from Manahawkin, New Jersey.
Ooh. Well, you went to jail too, right?
Yes, but
All
yours.
right, let's tell both of our experiences. So from what I remember, I remember taking pictures of my mugshot, and I'm like, ew, that was gross. Do it again. And they wouldn't do it again. And I got mad because I was like, I just did a really ugly picture for my mugshot. Like, that's when I started to like come back, like, you know, because I blacked out, obviously. So I like remember doing my mugshot, and I was like, oh, I'm so annoyed. And then the cops were actually being really nice to me. They let me sit in the swivel chair, and I ate a donut. And then they were like, all right, you actually have to get into the cell now. So I was like, okay. So I went to the cell. It felt like I was there for 2 days, but I laid down on the freaking cement bench and I fell asleep. And then I woke up and you guys came to get me. And remember when you came to get me, I was like, oh, can we go to Denny's? Because I wanted pancakes. Like we could
thought it was
freaking go to.
breakfast time.
Yeah, I thought it was very. I thought I stayed there overnight. I was literally there for like an hour. And we went back to the house. I like called my dad and everything. And then everyone was getting ready for Karma. I'm like, oh no, I cannot go out tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but didn't they give you a sandwich?
I don't remember sandwich, but I remember they were giving me their donuts.
Oh, okay.
And I was like sobering up.
Yeah, I went and I like called like a million people from their phone. I called like Chris, I called my parents, I called Ronnie, or I think Ronnie picked up the phone. I called the Shore House.
Well, it actually felt crazy because I was pregnant during this time. And I remember I had to drive the van. So I felt like an actual mom. Like I was like, oh my God, is this my life? Like I'm going to pick up my kid at jail. Jenny's freaking foot is broke. So I got to get her in the car. I'm pretty sure like Ron was drunk. So I was like the mom, like driving everyone around in our dysfunctional family, picking you up from jail. Jenny's like, you know, she's on crutches and shit. Ron's wasted. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah. And then that night, my parents came.
I don't remember. Did you get in trouble?
Oh, yeah. My dad was like decent, but then like my mom was pissed.
Yeah.
And that was the iconic, what are you going to tell the judge? You're having a meatball day?
Like, you're like, yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
that's what I was doing.
That is what I was doing. Good times, good times. But okay, I feel like went through. Did we go through all the meatball questions? Okay, here's one. What's your favorite flavor of Messy Mama? Mine would probably be, I really like all of your wines. I really love all of Messy Mama.
Yeah, I really love Raunchy Red. It's my new one. But I have to say, in the summertime, I really love my rosé. I can literally have a glass of wine, a glass of it, and put ice cubes in it, and I have one glass, and I literally feel tipsy.
Yeah, I like when we film and we are like going to date drink. I love the Rowdy Rosé.
Oh, so good.
But then I also really like your Cabernet. What is the Cabernet?
It's a Cab Merlot, and it's the Raunchy Red.
The Raunchy Red, yeah.
Yeah, it's a red blend. So you get all of our favorites in one, and it's just delicious. And I actually ran out. I have to get some more. But for the holidays, bitches, make sure you get your Messy Mama. Stock up.
Yes, it's so good. Send some to my house, bitch.
Oh, yeah, I'll send you some.
All right. I feel like on that note, we did it. I'm excited to come back next week and talk about the finale of the Squid Games and Practical Magic, Nicole, because you have to watch it. I guarantee you all of our listeners are so shocked that you never saw Practical Magic, being you are so into like witches and stuff.
Well, let me see. Let me see what it looks like. Practical. How old is it?
It's older. Like Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock were young.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've seen this.
It's good.
What a sin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I know what I'm watching this week.
Good. I'm so excited. We'll talk about it next week.
All right, Dee, we did it.
We did it, Nicole. Let's go get sauce.